Leos, welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and jump in with each other, see what messages here for you, what you guys are going to be doing here. All right, what's coming to an end for you? Let's see what's happening for you here. What message do you have here, Spirit, for Leo? All right, Leo, you guys have trepidation. Looks like lightning bolts coming out. A lot of static. What's up with these black and white cards? You guys have 4D that is showing up for you. Everything is not black and white. That's what I just heard for some reason. Everything is not black and white. Let's take a look at this trepidation card. Ooh. All right, so this trepidation card, as I'm shuffling here, it says push through the shadows. Push through the shadows. Interesting. The keyword says unclear, fear, and darkness. And we're talking about what's coming to an end for you. One card that just came out for you here. I'm going to take all the cards out. All right. So one card that just came out for you here is the Writer's card, Leo. So I feel they're telling you here with this Writer's card that's showing up, there's a need for you guys to maybe do some uninterrupted, unscripted, no thought intended spiritual writing here, okay? The keyword says short story, editor, interview, slush pile, library, writer's block, research, typewriter, computer, block, review, idea. Why is this coming up here for Leo? Because something needs to come to an end. When I'm telling you to do this, okay, it's because of the other cards on this table, and I'll show you in just a moment here, okay? So you have the World card that is showing up for you here. The World card is about completion here, but it's also about using the power of your words and the power of your mind here to bring something, I feel, bring something to a close something out here. I feel also, since we're at the World, going from the Fool's journey to the World, end of the major arcana, you have accomplished something here. That dog. You have accomplished something here. You have great accomplishments here. Maybe you're not giving yourself enough credit. Maybe you're wound up in your mind here at this time with this trepidation card about change, because they pulled my eye to the number on the top of this card, which is 5. Okay, so maybe your mind is wound up here because you're sensing that you need change. But just like the keyword says on this card, there's a lot of fear surrounding this change. There's a lot of fear of letting go and maybe starting in a new direction, because every time we get to the World card, you start over with the first card of the major arcana, which is the Fool, okay? But what a lot of people don't know about the Fool card is that the Fool is not moving with no experience, okay? Even though the actions of the Fool may seem foolish to others, it's common to the Fool, because the Fool continuously, all of us as a collective, continuously go through this journey of the Fool to the World card here, okay? So Spirit is saying, don't be afraid to step into something new. The world is your stage, and you've done this time and time again. So maybe there's an end to your fear. Maybe this reading is bringing you, or will bring you, some clarity here. So you have the Theater card that I just showed you. I don't know if you caught that. The card says theater. The world is your stage here, okay? So the card says Shakespeare, opening night. This is your opening night. That's what I'm feeling here. That's the word that's standing out for you here, okay? It says standing ovation, when the show is over. So that's why you have the World card, okay? because maybe one chapter, one part of your story is ending and it's time to begin again. Okay, it's time for you guys to exit the stage and give yourself some credit. You did a great job. You gave a great performance in this chapter here. Now it's time to move on to something new. Okay, the card says Hamlet, critics. Now there may be a lot of critics because that word is also sticking out to me here. Okay, but this is your life. All right. The world is your stage here, so no one has to agree with what you're doing here. Like I said, again, starting over at the fool's journey here, a lot of people may think that what you are trying to move into is foolish, but what is your heart telling you to do? Okay, maybe there's darkness because a part of your life, the lights go off when the show is over. The lights go off, okay, when the show is over. Some can think like the lights come on when the show is over. Okay, but I feel like that's that moment when the curtain closed and there's that darkness here. And then it opens again, and that is the fool's journey. I wouldn't be surprised if we get it since I'm talking about it so much. This card says Lincoln concert, audition, spotlight, Broadway, overact, premiere, and understudy. What's going on with this theater card here for Leo? You have the Wheel of Fortune that is showing up for you. Wheel of Fortune 10 is about endings here, but this is also, I feel, is drawing attention to your energy here. So the snake that's on this Wheel of Fortune here could represent energy and vibration. Snakes are the guardians of the portal. A lot of you guys may be transitioning over into a new open portal. That's something that I'm feeling for you. And this requires you, this moment that I'm talking to you, it requires you to take decisive action. This is a very decisive moment to end one cycle and be willing to move into a new cycle of life. Okay? And if you have closed doors successfully, if you've dealt with situations, closed off things that needed to be closed off with, dealt with things that needed to be dealt with, you can successfully move into this new chapter of your life without a lot of upheaval here. I'm just hearing tie off loose ends, dot your I's, cross your T's and dot your I's, okay? And close off, cut off loose ends. For some reason I'm hearing that. You have this psychic card that's coming up for you here. For some reason it makes me almost feel like there's something going on with your crown chakra. And that's why things are so muddled in your mind. Maybe you're feeling like you can't push through the shadows because there's something going on with, they're showing me for some reason, the high priestess, okay? Maybe, let's see what this is. Let's talk about the keywords here. Clairvoyant, abduction, fraud, telepathy, mind control, ESP, haunted houses, spiritualism, natural, supernatural, prophet, Ouija, tarot reading, hallucination, medium. That's what's sticking out for me. For you here, Leo, crystal ball. What is going on here? This person, look at this. You have the water tower there. And then this crazy woman in the background laughing hysterically. And then someone opening a door. It's visions. Are you trusting your visions here? Are you thinking that you are just, things aren't making sense? Okay? So some of you guys may have this overwhelming feeling, maybe download spiritually, energy that you feel out of the blue, maybe this little sense of anxiety for some reason, or Anxiety, okay, is not your intuition. I don't want you to feel that way, all right? But you have this feeling, maybe you are sensing signs, symbols, or synchronicities, or you're seeing them here. Maybe this is psychic energy working through your dreams here as well, of a new beginning here. And a lot of you guys are feeling this on a vibrational level, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, that it's time to move the wheel. It's time to take care of what needs to be taken care of and move forward. So sometimes I see the actual will, okay, as the wheel of the zodiac, and we keep going through the wheel of the zodiac here, okay? This also reminds me of a washing machine here as well, so you can go through the washing machine of life in some sense here as well, or you're in this cycle of repeating the same thing over and over again. This is coming to an end. I feel like a lot of uncertainty and fear. There's a closure here. What is the word I'm thinking of? It's not creative writing. It's psychic writing or spiritual writing. One of you guys will let me know. It's when you are just writing with no thought. I feel like if you guys do this, for some reason, there's an idea, okay? Like your psyche, with the psychic card here, is going to pull out an idea or a message that you need to hear. I want you to do this tonight, and then tomorrow read the messages that you wrote down, okay? There's something that wants to be heard deep down inside of you, but I feel in some sense maybe the message is trapped inside of you here. Maybe the idea is trapped inside of you here. Maybe the emotion is trapped inside of you here. It's a new passion that wants to be birthed for you right now. There's a message of urgency. This is a message of urgency here that the universe wants to give to you here, of great potential that you need to take action on, okay? And the Ace of Wands is a great energy that's showing up for you here, Leo. So it's really telling you about new possibilities that the universe wants to offer you here, okay? You guys have this card. It says small town. Now, when I see the small town, it could be small thinking, okay? A lot of people, when they're in small towns, I know this from Wisconsin, small thinking, they think they're the world, okay? Like they're the only one in the world, and everything they do makes sense. Small towns, they're toxic. Some of you guys may have come from a small town, but this also makes me feel like small living, small thinking, okay? Here as well. Let's read the card here. It says local politics, farmers market, town council. Maybe you've been playing it small, Leo, and this is the time for you guys to stop playing it small, to step out of the darkness and step into the light with this trepidation card. It says Main Street, one horse, unemployment, train station, ghost town, rumors. Maybe even somewhere that you're at right now is it's run its course. You've discovered everything that you've needed to discover in that place with those people in that moment, okay? On that journey. And it's time for you to set off and do bigger and better and greater things, okay? Yeah, it is time to end it. You have the Death card that is showing up for you here. So the Death card, when you see the sun back there, I feel like there is clarity of the mind here. And that's why you also have like this trepidation card, and it says darkness here, okay? So I feel like maybe you're moving out of a dark period. This is the great change that is going to be happening for you here, that you're moving out of a period of darkness and fear, and you are pushing through the shadows here. A lot of you guys, you are ready to move away from the small town. Maybe views or perspectives here as well, or things that you may have become accustomed to. The Death card is about accepting a new path here, and knowing there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but not just knowing, actually actively moving towards that light, being willing to discover something new. Ask your spirit guides what they want you to do. I feel like that's what the Death card is letting you know as well, especially with the Psychic card and the Ace of Wands. I feel like you will receive an answer what your next steps should be right now at this time. What change you should be moving towards. What should you let go of during this full moon in Aquarius here, okay? The Death card brings in this energy of being willing to let go of the past version of yourself. And in a small town, people aren't willing to do that. They have very limited wants or needs to change the status quo. And they stay in this small town from birth. A lot of people do this. It's time for you to leave the familiar. It has become your prison. And that can work in any area of your life, business or personal here, okay? That's something that I'm saying here. So Spirit is asking you not to draw attention to what's your pain. Don't feed it. Don't feed the monster, okay? Don't feed into fear, okay? It just creates more uncertainty and confusion. So I feel that's why you have the Five of Pentacles here, okay? Spirit is saying you can move, just like these people on this card here. The guy is walking with the crutches. He has a bell around his neck. I feel like that was to let people know that this person has some type of problem, leprosy or something like that, okay? So they have to wear a bell around their neck at that time. Okay, that's the story of this Five of Pentacles energy here. So don't draw attention to what's crippling you, the fear here. Don't feed it, because I feel like it's being fed with every fiber of your energy right now, okay? I feel like you need to, these people can go inside of this church, okay? That's the story here. They can go inside of the church. The meaning of this card here, Leo, is these people feel like they have been shut out, shunned, or shut out, okay? Left out in the cold. But they can easily go inside of the church and seek refuge here, okay? Maybe some of you guys need to do that. You need to get into a better state of mind or a better environment here with the Beach card that is showing up for you. This Beach card, it says drowning and lifeguard. So seek refuge here. This may come in the form of asking people for help, asking people for advice if it's not help that you need here, okay? This could be in regards to your finances, your credit, a business idea, something new that you're inspired to take action on right now at this time to get things moving, okay? Because the wheel needs to move. But what people don't understand about the Wheel of Fortune is the luck only is coming in because you're making it come in. You're making the wheel move. Your will is making the wheel move, okay? So I feel like, yes, they're saying you are the director of your life, of the play. And everything you do determines, your performance determines, okay, whether you're going to get this standing ovation. Oh, good God. Let's go ahead. Let's look into the 4D energy showing up for you here. So great energy here because I love how things are flipping, okay? So you're no longer in this fear of the 3D that I see on this trepidation card here, Leo, at this time. You are moving actively into the 4D energy and unraveling things, navigating, recalling your energy here, okay? The card says dreams. When you look for the deeper meanings within dreams, didn't I just say this about dreams? You uncover a part of yourself, your psyche, information about yourself and others may be uncovered that goes ignored in the waking life, in the waking world. Let's get some cards out here. What is being unraveled here for Leo spirit? Ooh. I like that energy. Okay. Yeah, I see that. Let me get one more card out for you here, Leo. All right. There we go. All right. So this energy is here. I said this before. I don't know if I said it to you or someone else, but I felt this energy. It says in denial, head in the sand, in denial. But something that you've been denying, maybe because you didn't have concrete proof of something here. Maybe it was someone that tried to have power over you, or something vibrationally that had power over you here. Maybe you were in denial of it. I feel this is coming to the light and you're being led to the light here. Let's take a look at the keywords here. It says fanatic, symptoms, alcoholic, climate, denier, self-deception, play the victim. Not saying that you're doing that. Self-deception, prestige, debt. Some of you guys may be dealing with that. That word is sticking out for me. Domestic abuse, okay? Addictions, elephant in the room, foolish, illness, terminal, naive, dumb. And you have the Two of Pentacles that is showing up for you here. Sometimes when I see this card here with the waves, other people may not see that, but I feel like there's an it is an ebb and flow, but I feel like it is a emotional roller coaster here, okay? That's something that makes me feel that way, emotional roller coaster. But this lets me know here that, how am I going to say this to you? Don't let the rational mind overtake the illusion. Don't let the illusional mind overtake the rational mind. For some reason, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, and a lot of people may not see that, but irrational mind, in denial, coming up with this card, it's telling me that it's overtaking you in some type of way, okay? And the universe has to communicate with you through your dreams, maybe because you are missing things in your waking world. You're not seeing things for what it truly is. So the communication is coming through your dreams, helping you to unravel the illusions here. Maybe that you are safe somewhere, maybe that this relationship is good for you, that you are meant to stay where you are and not venture out towards something new. I feel that way because of the fate card that's showing up for you. Something is fated for you here. You just have forgot it. And that's why you have the 4D with the keyword that says recall coming up for you here. So I feel like you're recalling your purpose here. And the keywords on this fate card, Leo, says ripple effects, death, life story, full cycle, karma, judgment, tragedy, curse, know thyself, okay? Guilt, God's unavoidable, deep character, condemned, psychic vision that already showed up for you here. That's the key word that's sticking out for you. Psychic vision, okay, that already came out for you. But I told you it felt like it was numbed down. This may be through society. Okay, and people may be thinking like, that's not true. You shouldn't be listening to stuff like that. vision and heaven and hell. Okay, that's what the fake card is saying right now. So I feel like you are transitioning out of the 3D into the 4D energy. And maybe this is where you need to be. This is what you need to do. This is the change that this number 5 on top of this trepidation card is warning you about. I feel like it's a gentle, not a warning like something bad is going to happen. A warning that something supernatural is about to happen in your world here. Like you guys are going to just know things, okay? Or become knowing of things. And that's why they showed me the High Priestess in my mind's eye, because the High Priestess, if you ever see that card, what you do if you're watching tarot, okay? The crown of her head, the High Priestess is known or said to know the beginning, middle, and end of things here, okay? But I do feel like for you here, Leo, you guys are in this transition from, or there's this awakening. That's how I want to say it. This awakening here from the 3D world into the 4D, which you're going to move into the 5D here, okay? So this is letting me know here that once you start to trust your inner knowing and know thyself, okay, that possibly you are going to transition out of troubling times. That's what's changing for you. What's ending for you is you were asleep and now you're awake, and you can't change that. All right, you can't switch it off. Once you tap into that intuition, that spiritual knowing, there's no off switch. Okay, so things may become a little uncomfortable. Like some of you guys may see repeating numbers all the time. You're like, I don't want to see this shit anymore. I don't want to see this. I don't want to know this. And you become so awakened that things become a little bit uncomfortable. But it's also removing you from a storm. That's something that I'm feeling here with the 6 of Swords. And the guide, okay, on this boat is almost like spirit, your higher self or your angels or the divine guiding you through troubled times, taking you where you need to be, from living in a hell to heaven here on earth, okay? So I feel like they're also helping you manifest something here at this moment that you've been needing, that you've been wanting. Because a lot of you guys have been feeling maybe deflated, or defeated. Let me put it that way here, okay? So there's this energy of protection, healing, and progression. If you allow it to happen, if you move on and you move forward from things that no longer serve you. You guys have the card basement that's showing up for you here. We put everything in the basement that we don't want to see. I put it in the basement, in the garage, in the closets. So maybe this is you suppressing your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, putting your head in the sand for some reason. That's something else that I feel is connected to this card here. But it's time to stop doing that and accept what it is that is being shown to you. So the key words on this basement card is wine cellar, cockroach, crypt, underground, concrete floor. Cockroaches never die. Okay? They can die if you squish them, but they survive everything. Sacred space, dust, light bulb, bric-a-brac of butter, the crate, old toys, memory, mouse trap, storage facility, old furniture. The word that's sticking out for you here, Leo, is secret files. That's what I feel here, okay? Secret files. All right. Yes, this definitely was going to come out for you here. Full card came out for you. Also, the Eight of Pentacles. We'll get into that in a minute here. So the secret file is letting you know that you have everything that you need. When you see the Full card showing up for you here, and I explained that a little bit here, of why you have the World here, something ending, maybe fear, darkness, you stepping out of the darkness, being unclear. Okay, you step into the Fool's journey again, which provides you with a new beginning. Okay, and his sleeves is something that I want to draw your attention to. Rippled sleeves or tattered sleeves or ripped sleeves lets me know that this Fool has been through it already. Carries a rose, a very small bag. Okay, knowing I've been through this journey before, and Spirit is letting me know you've been through some journey before and you're recalling it. A lot of you guys may be recalling past life energy, ancient energy. The key word on here, hidden files, makes me feel like there's something like, it just brought to my mind here, like ancient texts, okay, from Egyptians or something like that. There is ancient knowledge inside of you here, or you're tapping into the subconscious mind here as well. That's something that I'm feeling to set you onto a new beginning or help you brand yourself, okay, in a new way. Are you branding yourself to do something? Maybe this is business for some of you guys. I don't know what it is, but it's new. Maybe it's the new Leo that is showing up and showing out here, okay? The Fool is never one that moves with inexperience. I feel like you have started over and over many of times, okay? And this time is no different. Like, you guys, you're just being urged to move with originality and commitment into a new beginning here, okay? Maybe into or onto a new venture here, okay? Your last card is interview that's showing up for you here. The keyword says press conference, journalist, gotcha, question, fake news, live interrogation, news channel, job application, prosecutor, celebrity, paparazzi, portrait, and you have the Eight of Pentacles that's showing up for you. So if you want something here, it's going to require you guys to dig deep, and I feel work hard at perfecting your craft. If you want the attention, if you want the interview, if you want the new beginning, if you want that new thing, okay, if you want to be known, if you want to be chosen here, okay, there's a need for you to work on perfecting your craft, on building yourself up. The Eight of Pentacles is always the person, the guy sitting there working on that pentacle very attentively, meticulously, okay? So Spirit is letting you know, if you want to unearth the secrets of your next or new beginning, or what you're fated to do or have or know at this time, you're going to have to dig deep and work meticulously in getting to know it, or getting to that place. This may bring up for a lot of you guys, with this Ace of Wands showing up here, like I said, new ideas. Now they're calling it soul writing. I don't know why. A lot of new ideas here for you. Some of you guys may also, I'm going to not be spiritual here and go deep. It could be very simple. It could be just a new beginning at a job, a new beginning at a company, or your own skill set that you're improving, something new that you're learning here as well. Maybe you are the apprentice, you're learning to do something. You are the novice and you're doing something new. If you're really working at it here, Leo, you can be the master at it and receive rewards that you are that's fated for you here. Okay, you're being guided towards it with the Six of Swords, like I told you before. I feel like now maybe it's not the word for you. I feel like the answer is not maybe, it's yes. Because you got a lot of maybes on the table. It's actually a yes with an exclamation point. Let's get your final message out here. All right. Whoo, didn't I tell you? You guys have opportunity that is showing up for you here, Leo. It says you are on the right track. It's an opportune time. You are a wise soul and a practical strategist. Know your motives and anticipate the successful outcome. How could you do that? By being attentive, okay? Working hard and mastering yourself and your skills and your intuition and your abilities, okay? Spiritual abilities, earthly abilities. It's demanding your attention right now at this time. So know your motives and anticipate the successful outcome before you make your move. And they're telling you to keep it cool, okay? That is your energy here. That's your reading, loves. I will see you in your next reading here, Leo. Take care of yourself. Bye.